What's up, everybody? Another podcast, CDTalk. Your gracious hosts, P. Tom and Vita. Fucking kind of pulled this one out of our asses today.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't think about it till late at night. I hit him up. He's like, oh shit. That's right, we're doing this thing, so last minute podcast.
I thought it was Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Wednesday's when we do it. Mm-hmm. That being said, I want to address the small audience we have so far, which thank you to whoever the 10 people that we normally get on these videos are.
Real MVPs.
Fuck yeah, you guys are real cool. Share it with your friends.
Hell yeah.
But, so, we recorded one last week. I haven't put it out yet. We missed a week. We recorded one last week, and I didn't put that one out yet. So we're behind. So when you're seeing this one, we recorded it last week. Because the last one was... Did we do Kid Cudi last?
No, it was, was it Kid Cudi?
Yeah, we did Kid Cudi last.
Yeah, I guess it was, huh?
Yeah, because that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did Kid Cudi last. We're hitting another hip-hop album, if you couldn't tell from the fucking title. Usually I start off the podcast, but this time it was up to Vita, because Vita's going to be carrying this fucking podcast, because he knows more about this album than I do. I only know the hits. So, you better be ready, big boy.
As always, knowing it's not facts, it's personal taste.
Yeah.
It's like, this album means a lot to me. And I just kind of want to shout out there right quick. A lot of reasons the last podcast didn't get out, but last week we had a friend pass away. So, shout out to that man.
It's beard him right there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so this week's album. Oh no.
Did you just mess
It's not set up right. Graduation by Kanye West. This one is near and dear to my fucking heart. This is the first hip-hop album I ever bought at a store that was super fucking cool. It was like a record shop. It was like a thrift store record shop. It had CDs, movies, cassette tapes. Just kind of like a media thrift store, you know? Not closed, just with anything disc-wise, video games. I had a lot of shit.
So something I didn't ask you is, was it like used?
No, I got this one. So I liked going to the store, but I always had a problem with buying the used ones. It's like, I think I'll buy the new ones.
Which is fair, because this is about CDs, support the artist by buying new. If you're in a pinch, buy it used, whatever. I don't care if you buy it used. But if you buy it new, that supports the artist in a lot of fucking ways, you know. Keep them making money and shit like that, so that's always cool. But I bought a couple used albums, so a couple of the ones that we'll talk about on this podcast have been used. I think the main stack that I have that I decided that I showed in the first video was all shit that I bought brand new.
Yeah.
Because it's just nice having that brand new, especially if it's cracked when it's used.
Yeah.
I fucking hate when CDs are cracked.
And you never know. I mean, the person could go in, take the CD, and the guy looks at it, looks all good. You buy a used CD, and then half the shit's scratched, and the songs are skipping, and it's shit. Like, oh, well, great.
Yeah. And that was like one of the things I brought up in the past podcasts is, when you put your own scratch into the CD, it makes it nice in a different way. Not nice that you like that scratch in there, but you know that you remember hitting that bump in your car.
Yeah.
Like, at that time, and now it skips from then out, and then you remember that moment every time you hear that skip, and it's not a good moment, you're like, fuck me.
Yeah.
But it is, in a sense, a weird moment that is, like, perfect where you remember that forever, and you go...
Yeah.
That spot. And then you always know it skips there. But if somebody else does it, it's kind of shitty.
You always remember that day you, like, dozed off and curbed the shit out of that sidewalk.
Curbed the shit. Bang! Ruin that shit.
And every time you hear it, you're like, stay awake, Vita, dude. No.
Stay awake.
Yo, thanks, System of a Down, with that scratch CD, dude. Now you got me good.
God damn it. System of a Down.
None of those CDs were scratched, but it was just
Real quick,
yeah.
Put in the comment section if you actually stole System of a Down's Still This Album.
That's some real OG shit.
I want to know. I want to know.
Shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, rest in peace to Graywell, dude. Graywell, it's not there no more. That shit was so cool.
I thought that was a person. I was like, who the fuck's Graywell?
No, Graywell was the store.
Okay.
Up in Salt Lake.
Okay.
We already know where we all are in Utah, but...
Yeah.
Salt
I never
Lake.
went to Graywell.
Yeah, it was a cool little, like, campus store. It was right up next to the U of U. Not U. Yeah, U of U. And me and my buddy would go there all the time. Meet up at his house, and then we'd run up there and just fumble through all the new shit they had that week. People drop off some new things, and we thought we thought we were pretty cool because all the college students that fucking worked there all knew us by name and everything, so we roll up like, yo, what's up, dude?
Yo, it's us.
We're just like, shit, you know.
How often did you buy CDs from there?
Not very often, but we would visit all the time. So then we would constantly have CDs where, like, picked out. Like, all right, I'm going to save up cash to get this CD, and then we would check it each time to make sure it was still there, so we'd keep saving up for it and then buy a CD. So I bought a good couple, but it wasn't a whole lot.
Back then,
I probably went there like a good 1,000 times, and I probably bought like 20 CDs.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much CDs used to be? Because I can't. Because as far as I'm concerned,
$20?
they've always been $13. Have they not? They were $20. I know some are.
I would say depending on the band.
Guess that's fair. Because like,
but buying new, I would say 15 to 20.
I can see that because like Tech 9 and my Tech 9 Special Effects and my Korn The Path of Totality, they're both like deluxe CDs.
Yeah.
And I think they were like 25 when I bought them.
Really?
Yeah, they were old. Korn's was old at the time, and then Tech 9's I guess was pretty new. That was his newest album when I went and bought it, and I bought the deluxe because I liked the extra songs that were on it. So I was like, I gotta get it for that.
I don't know. Yeah. I haven't bought a CD for a good fucking minute now, because I have Spotify and I pay for that.
Yeah.
And that most of my artists, they fucking come out with shit on Spotify whenever they drop a new album, and I still try to go buy CDs as much as possible, but can't find CD stores anymore.
It's dying, dude. So
FYI or FYE.
Yeah.
It's not at the mall anymore. That shit's
No, it's
gone.
there.
I thought they went out.
No, they're still there. I went there
Oh,
last
shit.
week to go buy a CD. Not gonna lie, I went to
Oh,
FYE. So, or no, maybe it must have been 2 weeks ago because it was when we were planning on doing Kid Cudi. I went to go look for that album.
Oh yeah.
And so I went into FYE and I was looking for that album. Couldn't find it, so I looked for other albums. Dude, CDs are dying. If you want to get it, you got to get it on you got to get it on Amazon or something like that.
Order
but it's a
offline,
dying
which
art.
sucks because there's nothing funner than just going going to the store to get a specific CD, but then you see a couple along the way, so you end up walking out with like 4 or 5, and you just went in for one specific album. And then sometimes, at least for me, when I was doing it hardcore, I would go for one specific album, get carried away with like 4 other CDs, I'm like, fuck yeah, I got it, and then I'd walk out, get all the way home, like, shit, I was supposed to buy this one fucking album.
Forget
I don't even have them. I got 5 other CDs I didn't even go there to get.
I've done that shit. What got me into buying CDs was every paycheck, when I worked at that ink shop, is every paycheck, so every 2 weeks I would go into FYE, and I would look at my Spotify and go, alright, I know this song from my childhood, that's a great fucking song, so I would look for that album, excuse me, and I would find it, and buy it, hoping that it was good.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't listened to this album on Spotify, I know nothing about it. But something was beautiful about that to me was if I went into FYE and bought an album based off of like just a single that was like a hit.
Yeah.
We'll take Kings of Leon for
example.
For example, is because that was one that had most of the rough patch for any CD I bought. Mm-hmm. But that one I got because I used somebody. Like, how could you use somebody? I was like, God damn it. So I bought that album. I hated that fucking album. I thought it was the most bullshit album that I had bought at the time. Then I started getting into Kings of Leon like 4 or 5 months later, and that became one of my favorite albums by Kings of Leon.
Wow.
But I still need to go and buy the other CD from them. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got a picture of a city and like neon lights, and there's a kitty cat.
Cootie cat.
Yeah. So for anybody who's listening through the audio, I'm sorry if you hear cats. A cat at the house had kittens, and there's just a ton of them running around.
There's a shitload.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it to make this podcast better, so that's a thing. So I apologize if the audio is messed up in any way, or anybody who's watching the video sees cats or whatever.
And they all seem to be down here right now, so
and they
they're
are
running havoc.
It's because my roommate's going to sleep, but it's what it do for now.
That's what it is, dude.
Yeah. So anyway, then I found a different album by him, and it looks like a city with like neon lights, like kind of like a street area, and I really loved that album.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't like that album was because I didn't like his voice. I liked his voice in Use Somebody. I didn't like it in any other song, which is funny because I found out later that their biggest song besides Use Somebody is also on that CD, and I didn't like that, and it's Sex on Fire. Alright, I don't remember where we left off. I had to cut that part because I had to move some beans out of the way.
Beans isn't kitty cats. So just in case you're like, Beans, what the fuck? You were saying that, one of the Kings of Leon, it was, like, city city cover with like streetlights on it or something like that.
Yeah, it was like neon lights.
Yeah, neon lights, and
it's a beautiful album artwork. Honestly, like it looks really cool. But so I got into that because it was like really good cruising music.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I hated his voice. But listening to those songs, I liked it for the same reason I like the Chili Peppers, is because it's got like an ambient guitar.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I started listening to that. But then, you know, the voice got into my head, and I was like, his voice isn't that bad. I don't know why it used to bug me. But I think it's because it was like soft melodies, and he has more of a rugged, like grungy type voice.
Yeah.
And so it was weird and off-putting to me, but eventually I grew a love for it, and then I got back into the CD that I actually had and started to love that one. And I was like, okay, so it was like one of those things where I was mad about the purchase at first.
Yeah.
And then later I was like, I'm glad I got that.
I mean, that's kind of the shitty thing, but that's the fun gamble.
Yeah.
You know, and what's also cool, kind of opposite to that, is when you buy an album for a specific song, listen to the album and find out that specific song that made you wanted to get it is like the worst song in there, and everything else is just a fucking banger. You're like, shit.
That is 100%
Why is this
true.
Why is this one song like the poster boy for the album where all these other bangers are just being slept on?
I feel that about Avenged Sevenfold's Nightmare. Not 3 Days Grace.
Good hell.
But
Bang,
Avenged
fucking
Sevenfold,
bang.
I know you like to mix them, but Avenged Sevenfold's Nightmare, I thought Nightmare kicked ass, and I thought that was the best song.
Yeah.
Then I found out Buried Alive was my favorite song, which I think is the second one. And then I grew to love the rest of the album, but it was like, oh, this is the banger.
Yeah.
It's just slow for like 3 full minutes, and then it goes fucking
shit.
hard, and then you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm into this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kanye West Graduation, so that was the one that I think you told me you got. Wow, I just spit a little bit. Awesome.
Corona.
Yeah, delicious. Anyway, so to fucking look me up now. So you told me that was the album that got you into hip hop.
Yeah,
right?
it got me into hip hop.
So how did you find the album? Because you haven't told me that part.
Well, I think for like most 90 kids growing up, daily morning routine right before school, get up, turn on the TV, channel 53, channel 55, MTV, and VH1, baby. Music videos in the morning.
That was good shit. I remember that. Yeah, you turn on VH1 before we had all this Pandora and Spotify and shit.
Yeah, dude.
There's too much effort to put in a CD, but that's how you knew it was popping at the time.
That was the shit. You would turn on the TV, and if you were the first one to hear this song, and you go to school like, yo, did you guys hear this song? Oh, you haven't heard it yet?
Oh, you haven't?
Oh, you don't know that.
Peasants around here, huh?
Come talk to me tomorrow when you heard that shit. But,
I feel that, and I don't mean to like throw it off real quick, but Vita helped me out just recently with a song that was on VH1, and I saw the music video a long time ago, and when I explained the music video to him, he told me it was the Strokes.
Yeah, it was the Strokes.
And I knew,
it was,
I could not find who sung it, and the funny thing is I knew the Strokes.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I had that album.
But
I could not put the pieces together that was the song.
Yeah, the Strokes is some good shit.
I thought it was Foo Fighters because they have a music video similar.
Yeah, somewhat similar.
Yeah, somewhat similar. And so I was just trying to look for a music video that had like, they were like in this room that had like sewage tunnels, and it was spewing stuff in, and eventually, yeah, like liquid, and it would slowly fill up to the top, and I was like, I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, that's that beer, dude. There's that
fans.
Beer. Fucking Charles. But anyway, so just real quick one on that was beautiful. It was like, it's been probably like 13 years, well, maybe like 10, how old am I? 12 years since I heard that song. And so I had to remember for a minute, but like, so it's been like 12 years since I heard that song, and then Vita fucking just off of that was like, oh, it's this song. Then he showed me, and I was like, that is the song. Anyway, something beautiful about VH1, but
yeah, it was watching just VH1 and all that, and I was never really into hip hop. I was definitely a fucking reggae baby coming up. Bob Marley for sure coming up. And then
so
I
you
got
say
into
reggae baby, but like, what else artists did you listen to? I ain't trying to call you out on the podcast.
Nah, just Bob Marley.
Just
That's
Bob
all
Marley?
you need in your life, dude.
That's all you need, just Bob Marley for reggae?
Legit, at least for me.
I don't know of another reggae artist.
Yeah.
Unless you count Sublime, but that's not full reggae, so it's like...
Peter Tosh. Peter Tosh is another big staple. He does that song. If you've watched, what is it? The Seth Rogen movie.
Which there's a lot of them.
I was going to say,
Express?
Pineapple Express. Yeah.
Oh, word. I just watched that today.
Him and James Franco are running down a road, and the song going in the background is Legalize It. That's Peter Tosh. If anybody didn't know, just fucking sing off key for all you guys.
Beautiful.
Peter Tosh. Honestly, it was just mainly Bob Marley. I'd listen to Bob Marley back to back, every fucking album, all their old schools, and not as like big, basic No Woman, No Cry or A Little Bird or anything shit like nah, I know it's old school shit.
Little Bird is Don't Worry, right? Like, don't worry.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's Little Bird.
It's been so long since
wrong.
I've listened to it. I beat the shit out of
See, because I thought the
Marley.
name... I'm pretty sure, because I think I thought that song was Don't Worry, but I found out later I think it's called Little Bird.
That could be.
The biggest Bob Marley song, I think that's Little Bird. But I don't know a lot of Bob Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley, and then I kind of got into alternative rock. Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Smashing Pumpkins. And then it was this, because everybody was getting big into, like, Lil Wayne, Tyga. And I didn't care for any of that fucking noise. I did not like Soulja Boy, did not like it.
Well, Soulja Boy has one good song.
And no.
I liked Crank That when it came out.
I kind of like Sexy the Phone. What is that?
I hated that.
Call me on your phone. What is that shit?
No, it's Kiss Me on the Phone.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Kiss Me
is that
through the
him?
phone. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I hated that
They're all
song.
the fucking same.
Because I thought it was stupid. Because in my head, when I was in junior high, I was like, kiss me through the phone. I didn't know that it meant, like, oh, little kisses. In my head, I was like, what do you... Like, through the phone? Like, I don't, like, what?
Like, literally?
I was like,
What?
this is... Yeah, I was thinking of it literal, and I was like, this is stupid.
Nah, but
so I hated
like,
that song.
Everybody was, and all my friends, they were into the same music that I was, but all of a sudden everybody made this hardcore transition into hip hop. I don't know, early stages of bullshit, really. Lil Wayne and all that, and I was like, I don't like any of this.
That's not early stages of hip-hop. That's early stages of when hip-hop was becoming mainstream.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But, I mean, here's the hipster side of it coming out. I was a fan of hip-hop before it was all huge and fucking hype and shit. Yeah.
Did you finish yet, or you want to keep stroking yourself?
I still want to keep stroking
Okay,
myself.
alright. Anyways. But, so I had to search hard, because I was like, why is everybody getting into this rap bullshit? Like, none of it's good. I mean, it's got a good beat, but it's all shit singing. I didn't like it whatsoever. And then Kanye, he came out with, what song is it? Good Life.
Oh, Good Life.
Good
yeah, that
Life
was
is what
fucking
got me into it.
popular
I was
on
like,
the
dude,
radio. That song was popping.
I love this song. I loved it. So I fucking went out, got it, and that's what got me into hip hop.
So you bought it off of one single.
Yeah, one
like
single.
I was saying before.
One single.
And
I lucked out, because this, for the most part, dude, this album, Graduation, is a banger. I mean, there's maybe like 3 or 4 songs I don't really care for, but the rest of it, man, I could just listen to on repeat.
See, now that being said, like, I think we said on our last podcast is, we listen to the album before we come out and do this podcast, and we drink. I was going to say a little bit, but I don't know, I drink quite a bit before we come out and do this. And then we drink while we do this, so that way we're a little buzz when we come out here, but, and do this. But, so he was showing me some stuff. The kitty cat.
Gonna get.
But,
it was soft squirts. Cats.
There was a couple songs I hadn't heard from Kanye on that that I really liked. Which we'll get to, I guess, when we start listening to it. But yeah, so there was a couple songs. The first one caught me off. I really liked that one. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know that I would like it. I was like, I'm feeling this. All right. Yeah, that shit was good. And then, well, I guess we'll get to it when we get to it.
We can start that shit. How about we do that?
All right, we can start it. Get into the album. How far are we? We're probably like 20 minutes in, is my guess.
Something like that.
So,
but
it's probably a good time to start.
Yeah, and old school Kanye, love. He's kind of gone off the rails a little bit, as I'm sure we all know. He's got a good couple songs since then, but I think, honest opinion, start a fucking war with this comment, but for the early 2000s, 2000 to 2010. Best hip-hop album you can find. The best. It's the best one. In that decade, it's the best, in my opinion.
I would say...
And maybe it's biased because it was my first hip-hop album, which really got me into it. But since then, that's basically all I really listened to. And I think you can help vouch for that. I know hip-hop pretty well.
Yeah, which surprised me, as much as you know about hip-hop, when you told me that this was the album that got you into hip-hop. Mm-hmm. Because you know shit older than this now.
Yeah.
So it confused me because I was like, how did you go from Kanye to those? Because I would assume that if you got into Kanye in this year, which I think the album came out in 2007.
Yeah.
So I think we looked it up and it was like 2007. I guessed 2008.
2007.
Yeah, so it's 2007.
I said 2005. I was thinking 2003, 2005, but I guess 2007 makes more sense because it was
junior high.
Like junior high years, yeah.
So, and I knew it was junior high, so I said 2008. But It must have been somewhere transition in between there when it came out. But, what the fuck was I getting at? God damn it, I forgot. Oh, so it surprised me that you got into older hip-hop. Because this, in my head, when this was coming out, I liked a lot of the hits on it, which, by the way, is like, it's like a handful of hits on that album right there.
Yeah.
That was also the time where I was getting mad because hip-hop was changing.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people trying to rip off Kanye, and there was a lot of people trying to rip off Lil Wayne, and then everything started sounding the same for him, and it was pissing me off.
Yeah.
But my favorite rappers at the time were, you know, like, I still liked Dr. Dre in that early 2000s, you know, and I liked a little bit of Snoop Dogg, a little bit of Ice Cube, and then I liked, Obi Trice, and obviously Eminem, as I've talked about before, and DMX was still popping at the time.
Yeah.
So, what I would say is I don't think it's the greatest album that came out in, did you say 2000 to 2010?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the greatest album, but it's the best one that capsizes? Not capsizes, that would be sinking. Captures that decade.
Yeah.
I would say it's the one that captures that the best.
I think it's definitely a staple.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, it's a staple of the fucking... The O's, I guess you would call it. I don't know what you would refer to that decade.
The thousands?
I guess, maybe the thousands.
I think it's just considered the thousands. It's really fucking confusing.
That makes sense. I don't know how they did it back in the 19,000s. I don't know.
In the 19,000s? Yo, I think it was the 1900s, is what they call it.
200s?
The 200s.
Sparta did 300s?
Sparta 300? This is Sparta!
I'm riffing.
Kick that shit, fuck. But, yeah, so I would say it's the one that, like, maybe captures it the best. Is that time, maybe? Now that I've listened to it today? Because I didn't listen to this whole album until today. But I definitely found that I know a lot of hits on it, because I've only heard 808s and Heartbreak. And I've heard that album all the way through, and that's my favorite Kanye album. That being said, I'm not a big fan of Kanye, but I like what he does. Like, I'm not a big fan of his personality, but I like his staple that he's made in music. So, it's like a weird little difference. But he's definitely a great producer. Though, when you said he's fallen off, I would say he's fallen off because his beats... I personally think his beats are not that good. His lyrics have gotten better, but they're not as catchy, but they're better. But I don't like his beats.
Yeah.
And for me, for hip-hop, you have to have both. You gotta have the lyrics and you gotta have the beat.
Oh,
if the beat's shitty...
Definitely.
Personally, I can't listen to it. And that's why I was really mad at Eminem's Revival album. Because his first hit or whatever was Walk on Water. And it sounds like it was recorded in a bathroom. And I know that that's kind of like... It wasn't going for a bathroom vibe, but it was going for like trying to sound like he was in a bedroom, writing down his shit and crumpling up shit and throwing it away. I couldn't get into it. And the beat was just like... It sounded like he was listening to it on a stereo in that room.
There's a struggle when a lot of artists, I think they try and want to set a scene and be a little bit more artistic with it, but then sometimes it takes it away, you know?
Which I respect, but it took it away from me.
Yeah.
Personally. But I know a lot of people like that song, and I'm not hating on that song, it's just not my thing. And then I'll hate on the rest of the album, though. The other two songs I like is Believe and, I can't remember what it is, but it's the I Love Rock and Roll remix. But anyway, other than that, I don't like the rest of the album. But back to Kanye's, I would say this is a good capsule for that.
Oh,
but at the same time, personally, I would say the best album that came out of that time is either, wow, fuck. Now I'm getting caught up in my own shit, because there's 3 different albums that I would choose. They would be like, oh, that captures it, but like... I guess they're not the best albums. I guess I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
They're my favorite albums of that decade.
Yeah.
Because it'd be by DMX and Eminem, and those ones are my favorites.
Definitely not DMX, but
fuck off, dude. You know how many records that motherfucker sold? Anyway,
but
conversation for later when I talk about a DMX album in front of him on this podcast. I'm gonna make Vita like DMX.
If I have the time right, I think one of the most revered albums for that 2000 decade was The Game.
Oh, the one where he's sitting on a rim or a tire with the rim.
Like that.
Yeah, that was a good album. Kanye's on that too. I think Kanye signed him.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Dr. Dre had signed The Game. I'm basing this off of just a song that The Game has, because I have that album, and I'm basing it off of a song he said, because he says something like, and then Kanye, you are my, and then it's like a It's an old song or whatever. It's like, you are my savior? Anyway, something like that. I was gonna say this is the first song I heard on this album. This is the second song I heard.
Stronger?
Yeah, so I didn't like the Daft Punk version of this song.
I don't think I've ever heard the Daft Punk version.
It's if you don't like techno, you probably wouldn't like it.
I do kind of like techno, but
I'm not a big fan of it. There's not a lot of like kick in it, if I remember right. Not a lot of bass or something like that. I don't know. But Kanye remixed this song and made it fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a good song.
That is a very killer song for a lot of different reasons. Like you could throw this thing on a workout session, dude.
Oh fuck yeah!
Pump some things. Dude.
Some
Pump some iron,
hype,
bro,
dude. It's that hype shit.
Do the goddamn. I always like the look of this album as well. Like,
I would say that's one of the most beautiful like album artworks out there.
Yeah, I liked
you can
it.
Get a little closer with that shit. I don't know how good it comes through.
Trying to stupid. Oh,
the lighting is shitty in here, so we're trying to figure that out.
Like that. I mean, inside's cool too. It's like just showing it off, right?
Whoever was the artist behind this,
it's pretty fucking
fantastic. I like that shit. But now from here out, so this is the funny thing is, 808s and Heartbreak is my favorite Kanye album. Mm-hmm. But when I think of Kanye, it's this album artwork. It's always this. It's that teddy bear. I always remember that shit.
And once again, dude, just solidifying why you buy albums. Little poster comes with it. Double-sided. What?
And that's just like the cover art just fucking blown up right
there.
there.
Yeah, on this one it's cover art.
And then you can flip it over if you're like, you know what, I want that Kanye, and got like a teddy bear with...
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot with Kanye used to wear those glasses all the time.
Yeah, he started that shit, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he did too, because I don't know anybody else who really wore them, but Kanye had those. But he doesn't wear them anymore.
Oh, and so, another killer thing.
This fucking thing. I found out about this today.
Another killer thing, why I was always so mad.
I don't know if you guys can read that.
I didn't have a phone during this time, but albums, there were a good couple albums. It was a short period of where you would buy the CD and then you'd get the little booklet, right? And it would come with these little ringtone codes where you would... Oh, I keep trying to put it over there, but the fucking camera's right there. My dumbass. I do that shit all the time. I'm so stupid.
Is over here.
I'm so stupid. Yeah, it has all these codes. You text the number to a certain thing for a song, and then you have it as your ringtone.
Yeah.
And I was always so pissed because I had probably like 5 or 6 albums that had it. I'm like, Mom, I have all these ringtones just waiting for it to be used.
They just need to be soaked up.
I'm not getting everything out of my dollar because you won't let me have a phone. She's like, you don't need a fucking phone. I'm like, but I kind of fucking do.
But I kind of fucking... This shit right here, I need that.
Which is funny because we also tried this code tonight and it doesn't work no more.
Yeah, so I'd never heard of that before.
Dude, it's
and
so
my roommate looked at me like I was psycho, but I've never bought an album that ever had those codes in it. Yeah. So when I saw that shit, I was like, I'm guessing it's not going to work, but I had to try. So I texted it. Yeah, they don't work anymore.
Back in the flip phone days, back in one of those the commercials.
Yeah, for kids out there that are listening to this shit, those flip phones that they have no idea about. Well, I'm sure because everybody our age always points out that kids those age don't know what a flip phone is. They probably know what it is by now at this point, but like to have one was like it was a movement, man. Like if you came in junior high with a cell phone, it was like, oh my god, this fucking dude right here. Yeah, I don't think I had a cell phone until high school. No, I had one in 9th grade. Which
I had a phone like the end of high school.
Did you?
I had to get a job for that bullshit.
You waited that? You had that long till you got a phone? How did you get with your lady? You just talk in person? Ugh.
Talk on the home phone, dude.
You gotta call me at this time because my parents are asleep.
No, I would just hug the phone and they'd knock on the door. You need to get off the phone.
We gotta use the internet.
Talk to a girl right now, dude.
Trying to make a baby.
Yeah. And nobody ever believed me I had a phone, so when I make new friends in high school, they'd be like, yeah, let me get your phone. I don't have a phone. Oh, yeah, okay, alright. Let me get your phone number. I don't have a phone. You can check my person, you can check my backpack. I don't have a phone. If you don't want me to have your number, just tell me, bro.
If you don't want me to have your number, you can just let me know. You could just say that, okay? Yeah. You don't have to fucking put me down, dude. That's funny.
Kind of a bitch not growing up with a phone, though, but it is what it is.
I think the only reason my mom got me a phone was because it was easier to get a hold of me, and she was always paranoid on where I was. Because I would leave for a couple hours, like to the skate park or some shit, and she wouldn't know where I was. And so she went through and got me a phone. That way she could be like, hey, where you at? What you doing?
Yeah.
And then I would use it to text ladies after 10. Or maybe
No.
it was 9, something like that. Because it was like free texting at that point if it was like after 9 or some shit. I don't remember.
So I actually got my first phone. It was a fucking hand-me-down phone. Because my uncle, my youngest uncle, we're not too far apart in age. He got out of high school, got a job, got his own phone. My grandparents was paying for his phone. They're like, hey, we're still paying for it. Do you want to use it? And my parents let it happen. So I used that for a bit, but then I got taken away. So next phone I had to pay for it myself.
Sending dick pics?
No. Doing drugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got caught?
Yeah, I
You
got caught and I got taken away. So
They take that shit. Oh, I see how you're doing. You can't have this.
really can, dude.
Fuck.
Shit, dude. Damn.
I never got caught with any of that shit until after I was done. And it was like 11th grade. After I'd done it for like 7 years, I smoked weed, and then my mom fucking caught it because I wasn't trying to hide it because I didn't have anything left except for a pipe and an empty jar. And then she saw that shit. That was a different... That's what she noticed. And that was when I was done, and I was like, okay. And now I drink every day.
On to bigger and better things, dude.
Yeah. We move over to the legal things that are...
Turn this one up just a little bit.
Okay.
I love this song. I Wonder. Dude, it hits me so hard in the heart.
This song?
Yeah.
So this is the one that lost me, but I didn't really listen to the lyrics.
So what may be your right? Yo, dude, I love this song. It's just, I never really thought
What is it
about
about?
now.
Is it the lyrics, the beat? Like, what is it?
It's the
'Cause
lyrics.
The beat had me
the
lost.
beat is hard, dude. The beat is, to me, you don't...
No, so that was actually something... I'm glad that you said that because... So, when it first came on, I was like, alright, you lost me at this song. I was like, I liked all the other ones, and I was like, here's where you lost me. The further the song got, I was like, it goes hard, but it's not catchy in my opinion. But it goes hard,
Really?
and I like that.
Not catchy, dude.
But I don't have a problem with it. I'm not saying it's garbage.
I
was
honestly...
like, I wasn't like, oh, this song sucks. I was like, it's not for me, but I like what it was going for.
That's probably why I started saying word was because of this album.
Fucking
Each
word.
pause there's like, word. Yeah, word, Kanye, word.
Word, Kanye. Word, Kanye.
I could honestly, this beat alone, I could just probably listen to it. No lyrics, no nothing, just the same beat. Just fucking vibe. I love it,
Really?
dude. I don't know. I'm surprised that it almost doesn't hype you up.
Really?
It's just one of those...
It's because I don't like that.
Oh,
and that's just that's the only reason I don't like it.
But it's not too high-pitched. It's not like the 90s fucking high squeal, you know?
Yeah, it's not that. No,
It's not that
like I
gangster
said, it's
hype.
nothing annoying to me. Like, I don't hate the song. I was just like, it just when it went from the first ones to this one, it felt like more of a letdown. Not because it's bad. It just from those ones were like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
to stronger, and then it kind of took a dip. To here.
Lifeline,
And that's the way you keep people listening to your album.
skyline, and that's why I'm bad.
Dude, I feel like a bitch right now because I gotta pee again already.
Do you gotta pee again?
I do.
Alright, man.
Do you think you can carry on a conversation, or should we pause it?
Pause it, dude.
Pause it? Do you want me to pause the song too?
Yeah, he pauses.
Alright, I'll pause the song. I apologize. Not the most professional podcaster. Anyway,
Well, you
quick
took a
little
piss
break
beforehand,
right
dude,
quick.
huh?
You guys won't even notice.
Yo, a
but-
little bit of an intermission, dude. Don't mind us. Just doing the damn thing. Yo, and we're back at it again, dude. Little intermission break. Had to empty the fluids. I don't know. That's what it is.
That was smooth as fuck.
Thanks, dog.
You had
I
that
did
shit
my
handled,
best.
dude.
I practiced the whole time you were taking the piss.
I would have thought
I
we'd
was
done
sitting
like
there, I was
100
like,
podcasts.
yo. I was like, hey, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one.
That's
what's
not the
up?
one.
Ah, no, that's not the one.
Gotta get this. Just fucking right. No, like I said, I'm not a professional podcaster, and I gotta pee sometimes, especially drinking as much as I do for these podcasts.
Yeah.
And I got a small bladder. I can't hold that shit. When I gotta go, dude. I held that for like 20 minutes, and I was like, alright, it's hurting.
So right here at the end, maybe reverse it. Maybe like 10, 15 seconds. Sorry. But once
Hopefully
again,
they can hear
maybe
it. We
turn
didn't even
up just
test
a
with
little
this.
bit.
I was
Maybe
gonna say,
just
we
turn
didn't
it
even
up
test
just
with
a
this.
little bit. No, do it again. A little further back. A little
A little further back? Too far?
So, as I was saying, it's probably, but it's just fine. I love the album, dude. Or not the album, the song, like the beat, and I like what he's saying because it's kind of like it's like a finding yourself, finding your dreams, obviously, because he says that. But then as he's singing, it's like kind of just figuring things out in a relationship and everything. And then right here, he stops singing and it's just the beat, right? Just the beat, and then it starts to pick up. Oof. In my car, dude, I just vibe so fucking hard at this point. Right here. I think, yeah, right.
Oh, okay, I like that.
I don't know. It's just because he stops singing, but the beat leads you on a little bit. You don't know if it's gonna fade out or whatever, but then it comes back.
I like when songs do that. Like,
you know?
psych, bitch, you thought it was gonna end, we still got it. And then
No, we out here vibing, dude.
I've noticed when it does that, it'll like hype, and then it just cuts off. Oh, this actually didn't just cut off.
Do it
This time.
I come to shine.
And obviously, to anybody who knows this fucking album, obviously I know this song because this was, I think, the most popular song from the album.
It's called.
It's still good, dude. It's been like, what's that? 07? That's like what, 13 years?
Yeah, 13 years.
13
like
years, and it's still a banging song.
What's the name of the song?
Good Life.
Alright, damn. Kanye,
With-
you fucked it up, dude.
with
He just
T-Pain?
said it. Yeah, T-Pain.
There you go. I was gonna say, obviously he said it, so let me redeem it with, it's also got T-Pain.
You got it, yeah, T-Pain.
Because I fucking loved T-Pain in the early, like in those early thousands when T-Pain came out.
Yeah.
When he came out with like, I'm in love with the stripper.
I'm in love with
That little 11-year-old me was in love with that same stripper, dude. It's like, I'm in
like, I
love
get
with
it,
a
dude.
stripper. She
I
popped
get
and she
it.
rolled and she rolled. I was like, oh shit, that's so
I
much.
get it.
I feel it. God damn it.
I remember when the shit came on. Early in the morning, dude, getting ready for the shower. I was like walking up there and it came on. I was like, what? Fucking backed up.
Is that good?
Didn't know how to vibe because I was just alternative rock and all that, so I'm just like banging. I'm like, whoa, dude. It's just a
Okay.
fucking good little beat, you know?
So I got a question for you about this album then. So, you were into just reggae before this, or you were into reggae and alternative, then you got to this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reggae and
So what was special about this album that drew you towards it, to where you were like, this
I don't know,
fucking
man. Honestly. And also the music video was pretty badass. I really liked the music video.
I don't think
It
I've
was,
ever seen the music videos.
Just him and T-Pain dancing in front of like a green screen, but the green screen was white. And then they had, very similar to the box art. Sorry, camera's over here, not our laptop, you dumbass. I keep like pointing right at the fucker.
That's all good.
Very similar to that, and it's just like as they're dancing, all these cartoons are kind of going around, like splashing up, and I really liked it. And,
Okay.
I mean, just listen to the song. You don't have to be into hip hop to like this song.
That's
you know?
true. I
it's-
feel like this
it's
would
a
have been
good
one that was
song.
on the pop charts too.
And honestly, if you were to tell me like it's overplayed, I don't really like it, I understand that. But I love this song.
And it was overplayed, but still, it's like, to some people you might like a song a little bit, and you're like, yeah, it's a good song, and then it gets overplayed, and you're like, I hate that song. But when you like that song a lot, and it gets overplayed, you're like, they're fucking playing it still.
Yeah.
And you're like, and that was me, every time they put it on the radio, I was like, this fucking song right here, just fucking welcome to the good life,
And
dude.
so, one big thing that really got me into Kanye, and especially this song,
I'm good.
was at
Oh,
the
fuck it.
time with like Lil Wayne and Tyga and all those dudes, they're just constantly rapping about how badass and fucking sick they are. This and that.
Tyga wasn't always that way.
Maybe he wasn't, but I wasn't listening to their shit either.
I gotta show you some different Tyga songs.
But I just felt, not now, at the time, Kanye, he was humble, dude. He made rap, he made hip hop, he made his beats, he rapped to it, and that was it. He wasn't like showing off. He was just
wasn't?
rapping about shit. I don't think so. This album, I mean, yeah, there's a couple songs.
I guess his
The
style
songs-
looked. So I don't remember a lot about him, but he looked showy. Because he would wear those glasses,
Yeah,
and then he would
true.
stare at the
Yeah, I
camera
get that, I
like,
get
just
that.
fucking, yeah, I'm in this,
But,
and
I
I'm
mean,
winning
but
right
it-
now. I'm getting it.
I don't know,
And
and maybe I'm wrong,
That was my
'cause-
perception.
Maybe I'm wrong because Graduations and Heartbreak 808, is that it?
Yeah. 808s and Heartbreak.
Oh, 808s.
808s is, for anybody who doesn't know, might be even be there. 808s is a certain. Oh,
Is that the area code?
No.
No?
No. Shit, I might be wrong.
I'm probably
So
wrong,
I think
whatever you're
80. So as somebody who's like produced a couple things or whatever, it is 808s is like that bassy kick that you hear, where it's like boom, boom.
Oh, you want to know what?
And there's
probably
808
is that.
kicks, hi-hats, and snares.
Yeah.
And he mainly used them in that album.
Yeah.
So it's like, in my perception of that album, why I like it is because I try to use music when I produce it to escape.
Yeah.
So 808s and Heartbreak is like, I'm using music to escape this heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, and sometimes that bassy
808s,
shit right there, and that
Heartbreaks,
that
dude.
certain
Oh,
snare and
shit.
hi hat,
Yeah, I
it
dig
fucking that's helping me get over this shit.
It's definitely that.
That's how I took
Definitely
it.
that. I think that.
And so that's why that album's my favorite. It's because I was like, you know what, I relate to this a lot.
Fuck with that. I like that. I like that a lot.
This was the other song I got into really hard after. So this is the second Kanye song I heard. Well, the first Kanye song I ever heard in my life was Gold Digger.
Can't tell me.
Because that song was on the radio all the time, and I hated Gold Digger. No, I'm saying she a gold digger.
Isn't that the one with Jamie Foxx in it?
I think so. I think you might be right.
Jamie Foxx.
I didn't know he was a rapper. I thought he was just an actor.
Yeah, he's a pretty
And then I
big
got told he
singer,
was a rapper,
actually.
and I was like, what? And then somebody showed me his stuff, and I was like, well, I've heard these songs, but I didn't know it was that guy.
Yeah.
Because I saw him in like some comedies and shit like that, and I thought he was just an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out later Jamie Foxx is a rapper, and he's got bassy shit,
no,
dude.
he's pretty good.
Yeah, he is good.
Pretty good. I think I don't know. I just remember seeing a video of him like kind of doing like some Bo Burnham shit. Like he was singing, but he was also doing like comedic humor shit.
What? I haven't seen this.
Yeah, dude. Jamie
What?
Foxx all over the place.
I don't even know a
bad
Jamie Foxx
motherfucker.
album.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm disappointed in that. I've
Oh,
never
but he's
listened to an
on.
album. But
Yeah. He's on a Snoop Dogg song. It's fuck. What's it called? Oh, Malice in Wonderland.
Malice?
Yeah, Malice.
What is
in Wonderland.
Malice?
I don't know. It's their take on Alice in Wonderland. You haven't heard that? We'll have
No.
I'll have to peep it on you one time.
I haven't
But
heard
yeah,
it yet.
Malice in Wonderland is a pretty
I'll
good
have to
song,
hear
and he's in there the whole thing. He's mainly just singing in the background, but just Jamie Foxx style, dude. Just badass, like shades on, coat, like fucking little peacoat, dude. Just fucking vibing, corner, just singing the chorus or whatever the fuck he's doing, dude. Like,
Jamie Foxx is a cool ass dude. I like
he's a
him.
bad motherfucker, that's for sure.
So when this album came out,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't this. The reason I didn't listen to Kanye for a long time was because I didn't like how he came off in interviews.
See, I never even watched any of those.
No?
shit.
See, I used to watch that shit, and he came off as a fucking douchebag.
I don't doubt it.
But the thing is now that I've watched a lot more of Kanye, I get it. Kanye understands. Meaning, Kanye knows what's going to trigger the media and get that free press.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
So now I go, alright, Kanye is half himself and half Kanye West, the persona of what he's trying to hold out. And so I go, he's half and half. It's really him, but
Maybe
it's
back in the
him.
day.
It's him over the top a little bit.
Yeah, but now he's just gone like full off the rails.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Or maybe that's just him taking it to a whole other level, and we're all just feeding into it.
I
He's
think
just
that
like, yo,
motherfucker-
watch these dumbasses watch me.
I think the motherfucker is either fucking with everybody, or he's really smart in a sense of he just gets it and he knows what's gonna get attention. He goes, I'm gonna do it for the attention. And then he acts like somebody else, like Eminem, where he's said it in multiple songs. This ain't breaking news. If you've actually paid attention to his songs, you know. He's not like that in real life.
Oh no, it's his
That's
persona.
his persona.
Yeah.
But
His character he's portraying.
yeah, it's like shit that he really wants to say, but just doesn't. He won't say it. But he's like, you know what? I'm gonna turn it up to 10 and fucking make that me
Yeah.
and pretend it's me.
Say that shit.
Yeah, and so I feel the same about Kanye. But the motherfucker's smart as shit in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I don't think me and him would get along in person, but I think we would get along in person. We would get along musically, not personality-wise. Yeah. Because the fucker, I would say some stupid joke and he'd look at me dead in the eyes with that straight face that he does and be like, fuck out of here.
And this song, Barry Bonds, I never really cared for it.
No?
No, because I think it defeats this whole thing of why I fell in love with him is because at least for me at the time, he seemed pretty humble and just kind of like, hey, you know, I'm just rapping. Like, I'm here to have a good time. And I rap about a lot of things that I like, this and that, but then he has a couple songs where it's just like, he's fronting and it's like, alright.
See, that blows my mind because I've never thought of Kanye as humble.
I did at the time.
I've always
Maybe
thought
that's just my
Kanye is,
own-
I deserve this, and I deserve more, honestly.
You're probably more right than I am. But that's
I don't
the
know.
way, and
That's the way I've always perceived
as always,
Kanye.
that's the beautiful thing about music. That's the way I interpret it. Through his music as...
No, and I
the
try
good
to
life,
destroy
like-
your
No, I get that, yeah.
Because he's got that good music, and he's got that good vibe.
Mm.
You know, he knows how to do it. He knows what he's doing. And something that blew my mind that made me like Kanye more. For some reason, I started to like artists more when I hear this shit. Is he produced all this shit too?
Oh, yeah.
Like, not that I
Yeah.
have no problems with like a rapper rapping over somebody who's somebody else's beat, but when I found out, oh, you made this and then you rapped it, that's a special fucking. I created this whole
This
entire
whole thing is
experience.
me,
This is all me because
Everything you hear is genuinely me. It's not like you're just hearing me speak
Yeah.
my truth. You're hearing my beats, you're hearing my voice. Like this whole thing is just me.
Yeah.
Straight
And
original, straight created.
That's where I think me and Kanye would get along.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Kanye puts himself in the beat. Which is something that I don't think a lot of people understand. Is a lot of people that create music, like, not the vocals. Because the front man always gets the center of attention. But the people who create it, there's like a little bit of their soul in every work of art.
Oh, yeah.
And
absolutely.
I can tell, because Kanye makes it apparent, that there is a part of his soul in every one of these beats, and all the rhythm, and all the kicks, and the snares, and the melody. There's a bit of him. And it's funny as somebody who does the same thing, where like I make the music and then I fucking rap over it, is what the way I think of the song, like the beat, is different than what I say on the track.
Yeah.
Because I go, what would other people feel? And I go, something like this, and then I get into that style, and then I start writing.
Yeah.
And I feel like Kanye feels the same way. The song, the lyrics mean one thing, the beat means a different thing. And that's what I really appreciate about Kanye.
Yeah.
Is there's two different meanings, and he fucking gets it. Especially when I've seen videos that people have posted of him that he doesn't know about, where he's sitting there on his laptop on like an airplane, and he's just fucking vibing to his shit. He's just like, this shit right fucking here, dude.
He's like, damn, dude, yeah, I made a
I feel
banger,
that, dude.
dude.
That's the way, dude. That's the way. I feel that. That's a different level right there.
He definitely is a different type of artist.
He is.
He's
I would say
crazy.
he's on that vibe of artist.
Mm-hmm.
Not musically, an artist as a whole.
You could almost say he's one of the most original.
Yeah,
You know?
I would say that. I don't know any other rappers that sounded like him. I can now, but when he came out,
Yeah.
can't think of anybody that
He
sounds the same as
was
Kanye.
straight Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't look at that and go, could be this, could be that. No, that's Kanye. You know that's Kanye. And that's something special when you can be that artist that does that and influences other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the artist to be right
And
there.
also really stand behind what you've done.
Oh, fuck yeah. He doesn't...
Just double down. Like, if people don't like it, then it's just like, well, then you don't get it.
Yeah, and he does, and I
Double
appreciate
down.
that. Like if an album doesn't do too good, he just doubles down.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Kanye, what do you think about your last record? And didn't sell as many as your last. It's because people don't fucking get it. This is my best work.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. It's confidence, man. And
It is.
That's what art takes. Is that people don't have to like it. If it's you, it's fucking you. And if people are going to like it, then cool. If not, I did this for me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This is my self-expression. It is everything. So fuck all the haters.
I like that. That's like that confidence is just...
Some like straight narcissism
God damn
almost.
it.
You know?
Which song is this?
This is Drunken Hot Girls. Or Drunken Hot Girls.
Drunk and Hot Girls.
Which has Mos Def in it.
Mos Def is in this?
Yes, sir.
He was in Mobb Deep, right? I think so.
I don't know.
Oh, God. I just
This
lost
is-
all cred, dude.
This is one of the
Kanye
groups
was
that
watching
we
this and he was like,
always-
yeah. Mobb Deep, you dumb.
You want to know what?
Dumb
You're absolutely
motherfucker.
right. Kanye West is definitely watching this.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
He's one of our 10 viewers.
Yeah.
What's up, Kanye?
Him and all the other Kardashians.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
wrap up
It's
our
just all
fucking audience,
Kardashians
yeah.
that watch our stuff.
Just straight A-list celebrities watch
Yeah,
our shit.
it's only-
I
yeah.
mean, makes sense.
We're on that. We're on that level, dude. Just we cater to that special audience.
And just like Kanye West, I'm gonna double down on that shit, dude. Tell me he ain't. Tell me he ain't watching this. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
God damn it.
Now.
My hopes is, I'm not gonna lie, that when we do one of these podcasts, that the person that we're talking about does watch it. I doubt it'll happen, but if it happens, I will be so excited.
Cool.
Especially if they like hit you up about it, or like maybe said it in an interview, like just like nonchalantly. I'd be like,
Or they just hit you up on like Twitter or some shit like, yo, why you talking shit back in the day? Fuck you.
God, I wish.
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't even get into an argument. I'd be like, yeah.
And this is one of the songs I didn't care for. So
really?
far, yeah, so far.
Because this is the one that brought me back.
Really?
Yeah, because I've never heard this song.
I didn't really.
There was something about like,
I don't really care.
I think
for the
that's an
beat.
808 right there. Is that? Dun, dun, that right there.
And see, here's the thing. I'm almost a hater on it because I don't really care for the beat. I don't really care for kind of what he's singing about and
Said
the
ain't hear what
voice
he was
he's
singing
using.
about.
But I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about the song. Like, I don't. When I think about the album, it's definitely not a song I fuck with, but I dig the beat, and I definitely sing to the chorus. It's one of those songs you love to hate almost.
Okay.
You know? And especially this part. Like, it just slows down, this beat stops, and he's just...
I like that.
I think this is Mos Def.
I think you're
Sure
right.
it is.
So Mos Def definitely does something. I think he was in Mobb Deep.
I don't know.
I'm pretty fucking sure.
That's the problem. We can do pretty good when we're sober talking about music, but then we start drinking.
That's
and,
true. Because I know my music
things get
shit until
blurry.
this shit comes up.
Things get blurry.
God damn it. Vita, you gotta carry it while I Google this. Takes a sip of his drink.
Sorry. I was taking a
supposed to
sip
carry
before
it,
you
my
even
guy.
said that shit. But I don't know. Man, to say I don't like the song, I guess that's an overstatement. I guess it's my least favorite. No, Barry Bonds would be my least favorite on this.
Dude,
sucker.
I'm fucking stupid. I knew this.
We've talked about this.
It's
before,
Havoc
too.
and Prodigy.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
I knew Havoc was there, but I don't think I've ever listened to Prodigy.
Mos Def was in. Oh, jeez.
Havoc has a
I almost
great-
don't want to say it.
Here, Havoc has a great ass song that I need to show you.
No. I'm thinking
Always
something-
have a
I'm thinking
choice.
Something else.
God damn it.
I'm
That's
glad
such
I
a good
thought about
song.
it because I was going to say Mos Def was a part of another crew. I'm pretty sure he wasn't part of. So I'm glad I didn't say it.
I felt stupid. I don't know why I thought he was in it.
Would you look up Mos Def? He wasn't
I
part
don't know if
of
it's
a
Mos or
tribe.
Mos.
I say Mos because I'm a dumb bitch.
I think people say both ways.
I think most people say Mos.
I say Mos.
I think Mos is the right way, but I say Mos because I'm nerd.
It's not spelled like Mos, though. Mos would have an E at
M-O-S?
the end. Mos would have an E at the end.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Could be
But
Mos.
Moss is spelled Moss.
But I say most because I feel like it's like that slang for most.
Yeah, most definitely, dog. I say most definitely.
Most definitely.
Word. Word.
God damn it. What did you want me to look up?
He's not.
I need another
Mos Def's
laptop
not
to
in,
look shit up while we're doing this.
A Tribe Called Quest. Well, who's the other? Ah, fuck.
Is most... I don't know what to look up. Is Most Def...
Just
in a
look up
hip-hop
Tribe
group?
Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, this is
Turn
my...
this up.
This
I know
became
song,
my
man.
favorite fucking song on
This
the
is
album.
my so. A Good Life, Good Life, got me into Kanye. Loved it, but Flashing Lights, man. It gives me chills when I'm driving and it hits. Like, just comes on my fucking, on my shuffle. Dude, I'm vibing,
It's
having a
so
good time
good.
with those songs, but this song comes on, crank it up. I tell everybody else, if there's people in the car, shut the fuck up. I'm listening to this song for a minute. I don't want to hear nobody talking because we listen to this.
This is the song what I meant when I said Kanye puts his soul into the fucking beat and himself. It's because of this fucking song right here.
Believe in
Shoes and
stars,
But she believe in shoes and cars. God
Wood
damn it.
floors in the new apartment. Coat tore from the
Get it.
apartment. Dude, I can. Oh man, I can
Shit,
almost
dude.
sing this song word for fucking word.
It's such
Word
a good
for
song.
word, man.
The beat on its own is, I would say, is like a musical masterpiece. Why I like this song is it's like a musical masterpiece. That being said, it's the most simple fucking thing you could do is just the boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap. But the thing is he made it work in a different way I've never heard another hip hop artist do.
Yeah.
He's got like what sounds like a violin in the background, right there. And it just goes in, and then he's got that bass line that just like boom, and then we bring it up, we go boom, oh we're up, down. And then you get this, a little techno in there, we switch it up a little bit, dude. God damn,
man.
like it's so fucking good.
This
This,
song-
I would consider this one of the most beautiful masterpieces of hip hop.
I back it down. Yeah.
It's a beautiful
I back
fucking
that up,
song, dude. It's just so good. And then you get that flashing lights. Now that's from another song, but I don't know what that song is. I've listened to the original, and I don't like it as much, but it is from another song. But, God, Kanye's that master in that, dude. Like Mark with no Gina.
Flight with no visa.
So fucking good, dude.
Damn.
It's like it's got that real talk, it's got that beat, and then it's got that hype, and then it's got that love.
Yeah, it's got that.
I love it, dude. This became my favorite song because of Grand Theft Auto 4. I hadn't
Really?
heard this song until Grand Theft Auto 4.
Really?
I'm sure it was on the radio at the time, but it was on Grand Theft Auto 4's radio. And every time it would come on, I'd crank my TV and fucking just Yeah.
Well, so like,
I'd be like just driving through. I'd like slow it down, stop hitting cops, and stop hitting people, and slow it down and be like just sitting there jamming. What do I know? God
damn, dude, we're just gonna vibe the whole.
We're just gonna vibe to this whole song.
Yo,
just
fuck
not
the
even talk.
podcast,
Just
dude, we're
fucking
just
get
dancing.
it.
Just dance with us, dude. Yo.
Oh.
And once again,
Damn.
just like what was it? I Want? No, Good Life. No, I can't even remember the song now.
This song?
No, but like this last song just kind of stops, but the beat keeps going. A little bit of the background.
Yeah, it does do that. Yeah. And I'm glad it does, because this is a song that... So you ever hear one of those songs that you wish was like an hour long?
Yeah.
This is one for me. I'm like, I wish that would just go. Like this, and that's a beautiful way to end it. See, it's like that little violin something in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get that... little ambient in the back, dude. Beautiful fucking song.
Good.
I'll fight you on this. Not you. I was looking at the camera. I'll fucking fight you. And whoever's listening to this, I will fight you.
But
End your life.
so like how we were saying, it's, like,
Beautiful
it's always
song.
kind of a gamble buying a new CD. You didn't know, and I bought this CD strictly because of Good Life. Strictly because I was like, yo, Kanye's really good. I like Good Life. I haven't heard any of these things. Let me go buy this fucking album. And Flashing Lights ended up becoming like my favorite song.
It's so
easily
fucking good.
probably like top 5, maybe top 3 favorite fucking songs.
It's so fucking good.
I love that song.
I would say that's one of my favorite
It's
hip hop songs.
So different to every other song. It's just it resonates and it makes you think about a lot of different things. It makes it nostalgic. It's almost nostalgic in every different little chapter of my life. You know, every little chapter of my life where I change or things happen, I can think of a time where that song came into play and it just helped me get through some shit. It made me feel better. It made me deal with things. You know,
It makes
fucking weird to say, but that song means so much.
I don't think it's weird to say. I think
Oh.
that's what's beautiful about music is it can get you through that shit. It can either help you feel good when you're down, it can help you feel bad when you're bad, it can help you feel all that and vice versa. It's just, it's beautiful what music can do to you. Just definitely influence your life in like some different way.
Yeah.
And Flashing Lights always gets me in a hype mood. Not hype, it gets me in a good mood.
Yeah.
And Good Life always gets me in a good mood.
Flashing
Always.
Lights gets
For
me
sure.
hyped. I don't
Does
know
it?
what it is. It gets me in a good mood and it like
It
calms
makes
me
me want
down.
to party, but also like
It
a
hypes
calm
me
party
up.
that I want to like. I'm willing to stand up and jump the fuck around, but also I'm cool to kick it in a chair
Ah,
and just be like, you know what?
yeah. You either jumping,
Vibe.
you're two-stepping, or you're just fucking like kind of shoulder shifting. You know?
Getting it, dude. It's
Yeah.
God.
This
it's a good
song, man.
So I didn't know Kanye sang this song until I heard it tonight when we
Yeah,
were
that's
playing
what I
it
remember
before.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the one that came on, and I was sitting there listening. Because this is where I feel like I relate to Kanye, is with my first album was very heavily, like, piano influenced.
Yeah.
And I'm planning on going back to that with my next one, but, like, something about, like, a beautifully done piano hits me in the soul.
Yeah.
And
no,
this
I
is, like,
feel
that
I feel
soul-fulfilling piano.
I feel like most people can agree with that. Like,
It
they feel
does,
that.
dude. And this
There's
piano
something
in
about a
this,
piano.
that dun, 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 dun.
One thing I really liked about this song,
Dude.
this is one of my favorite songs on the album. But, I mean, obviously, like that scratch, very old school, very hip hop
fuck yeah.
influence. Like, the scratch influenced hip hop in a lot of different ways. Always heard it, but this was the first song where I heard the scratch and it was just fucking. It's like lyrics on its own. Every time it comes up, I just know it's like, you know, you just. You start
wish
doing
they'd
that
bring
like
that back,
microphone thing, but
honestly,
you're just
dude.
like we're doing the
Holy
beats. I
scratch.
love the scratch in this, dude.
Something about it brings. That's what I like about hip hop the most, is when it's got that soul in it. Damn,
Yeah,
back in it.
man, that's some shit.
So I'm saying, so I like. So after hearing this song today, I'm like, I'm gonna have to. So I saved this song. After when we were playing
Right
it, I
on,
was
right
like, you know,
on.
I gotta save this song
Oh,
because
yeah,
I didn't know. So I'd heard it somewhere, but it's got this old like. I don't know if Kanye is from Cali or New York. Do you know? I would say Cali, but it gives off a New York vibe
I
sometimes.
don't know. I think that's something worth looking up.
You want me to look that
Yeah,
up?
I think it's something.
Because I don't know where Kanye is
I
from.
would say maybe more East Coast, maybe
Oh.
maybe Midwest.
Real quick, because you asked me to look up a track
Oh, yeah,
called
yeah,
Quest.
yeah.
So we got Q-Tip, Fifth Dog, Ali Shaheed Muhammad,
Muhammad, yeah.
and then Jerry B. White.
Q-Tip is the one I was thinking of.
What about him?
I was thinking Mos Def was in it, but I was like, no, that's not right. I think Mos Def is just his own little fucking thing. Dude, it's a problem. You say you're new hip hop, you start drinking, and then sometimes you forget about shit.
I felt stupid. So I said Cali or New York. And then as I said New York, I went, you know what? He's got more of that Atlanta feel.
Is he from Atlanta?
He's from Atlanta.
No shit.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's crazy, dude. Because you know what? Atlanta is considered that dirty South. He does not have a dirty South noise.
I thought Dirty South was Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dirty South is like Outcast.
Isn't that song like Below the Whistle?
Yin Yang
Like
Brothers.
Dirty
I think
South?
Yin Yang
Yeah,
Brothers.
Yin
is,
Yang Brothers.
Dirty
That's
South.
Atlanta, isn't it? Yeah, that's Dirty South.
Well, so Dirty South. Ludacris.
Yeah,
Dirty
Luda.
South.
Yeah, he's big. He made it popping in Atlanta.
Dude.
Yeah. I don't even know.
He doesn't even. Kanye does not have a dirty South. Maybe his.
I would say
shit.
a little. In his rhyme, not the beat, but the rhyme.
I guess maybe
the way
his tone of voice as well.
His tone and his rhyme is definitely Atlanta. But I wouldn't say his beats are Atlanta. I don't even know. His beats are so different
Yeah.
that I wouldn't be able to pinpoint off the beat. I was basing off of the voice when I looked that up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have no fucking idea.
I would say, just basing off his voice, I would think more East Coast. I was almost thinking that he was just a little bit more, like, Midwest? I don't know if Midwest is the word. Maybe, like, Michigan or some shit like that.
That was gonna be another one of my fucking
Yeah,
guesses.
right? Yeah, like
Does any
Michigan
rapper
noise?
come from Michigan?
I don't fucking know. I don't have the slightest clue.
Besides Eminem.
I would have
Eminem came from
never
Michigan,
guessed
technically, I
Atlanta.
guess. But, like,
I would never
has any
would've
other
guessed
rapper
Atlanta.
made it out of Michigan? Actually, I think that ICP came out of Michigan, too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Shit.
Apparently, Michigan's a shithole.
They make
Sorry,
damn
Michigan.
good cheese. Yeah, your cheese is good, though.
But your cheese is good.
Gotta give it up, dude. Respect is where respect's earned, dude.
But your
Got
cheese
some
is
mad
good.
cheese, dude.
You know, I'm sorry, Michigan, your place is a shithole. But you make good cheese. Eminem also came from Detroit. Y'all make good Chryslers.
Yeah. Chryslers, though? Pristine.
God, dude.
Dude. Pristine.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know if all Detroit is shithole, but everything that is said about Detroit is always just like shit on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a complete
think so.
shithole, but from what I've seen, it gets there. Not saying where we grew up is that great, but I don't fucking know. Everybody has like that. Every state and city has that little bit of like whatever about them, and like that's what they get classified as. Like, well, obviously,
for
as we
sure.
said, that we live in Utah and Salt Lake.
Straight.
There's a lot of fucking Mormons here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks that everybody who lives here is Mormon, and that's not true at all. I think most of my friends aren't Mormon.
Yeah, majority of my friends aren't Mormon.
Yeah. I was baptized, but so that technically makes
You
me
were
Mormon.
baptized?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I thought it was the thing that you did, because when you grow up around a bunch of people that are Mormon,
Yeah.
you go, oh, this is just what you do when you turn this
Straight
age.
got dunked and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got blessed. I never got
I actually need to
baptized.
get my name removed off their list.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm not Mormon.
Excommunicated.
They're the ones that... Mormons are the ones that made me not believe in God. And then later I found out I can't tell you if God does or doesn't exist. I'm just not wanting to tell you because nobody knows.
Yeah.
So now I'm just agnostic. But Mormon is the religion that made me question it and go, well, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's a different podcast, not this,
It's another time.
I wouldn't even say another time, not the podcast that we're doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit that in any sort of way. Unless you viewers want to actually hear about our lives, then maybe. But up until then, it's all albums and
Just
music
music
talk,
and shit, you know. Getting drunk and talking noise.
spouting the bullshit. So this is another one that threw me off that I wasn't a big fan of.
Homecoming.
Is that what it is? So this is one that I was like, I'm not a big fan of.
Downtown. I like this one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Reminds you of your hometown?
No.
No. I like that
I
pause.
just like it. I like the beat. I like the piano. It sounds very kind of like he's almost rapping in front of a crowd. You know.
Oh, so that was something I appreciated about this, was the piano. So it's not like, in my opinion, it's not a catchy piano, and it's nothing like crazy, but it's different. Because there's something about the piano that shows, like, I don't know if this is true, but how I feel Kanye was in there when he was doing it. If he was doing it, if this isn't a remix. But I feel like he was in there on the piano, he was just like, just hitting that shit,
Yeah,
just
vibing.
feeling it, and just fucking like, you know what? This right here, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I feel that. So if that's the way that this was approached, then I feel that. But I'm not a big fan of the song.
I don't know, this definitely is one of my favorites, but I love it when it comes on. I don't change it. I don't have a lot of big ties with this song.
No?
There are, so... This album is near and dear in my heart, like I said, but there's just some songs. 4 songs, probably. Barry Bonds, Drunken Hot Girls, Homecoming, and Big Brother.
Have we gotten to Big Brother yet? We haven't gotten to Big
that's the
Brother
next
yet.
one. That's the last one. That's
Oh, the
next
last one?
Yeah, that's the last
I like that
It's a
one.
short album.
No, I really
It's good.
like that
It's
one.
really good, but it's just...
I feel like it was a pretty long album. I would say like 50 minutes. Which is nothing
Maybe.
now, because I guess most albums now are like 120, but...
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe like 40 minutes, honestly. I don't know. Sometimes he's telling.
So was that lyrics? I didn't actually
No,
get a chance
this
to read.
one, it has each song. But
So
then
we're
it
looking
just,
for people that are listening. We're looking at the booklet.
a little booklet. But it has
I realize
each
that
song.
we need to address the listeners more
No,
too.
you're right, you're right.
Like I'm like we focus on the camera a lot, but we never talk about the listeners.
So it has each song, but it's not the lyrics. It's the people who helped the song, I think.
There's that many people.
Yeah, just a shitload each one.
God damn.
Produced by Kanye West for very good beats, hip hop, blah blah blah.
For very good beats. Is
Yeah.
that like a company?
I guess so. For very good beats, hip hop since 1978, and Toop for Zone Boy Productions. And it just, I think it gives a whole list of everybody that helped make the song.
Damn. I was giving Kanye all the credit. There's more.
There's a shitload. Like, it's a lot, actually.
Oh yeah, it's not. I thought it was lyrics.
No,
God damn. There's a lot of people to think. You know what? If Kanye was behind this, that's pretty dope that he would like be like, you know what? These are all the
People
people
shout
that
out
fucking
and
did this
recognition.
shit. Yeah, give you that recognition. You know, it's the back of CD covers like this that got people famous back in the day.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Because they would learn who their manager is and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is the last one, right? Big
Yeah,
Brother?
Big Brother.
So, here's the thing. When I first came on, I wasn't a big fan. What he talks about in this song, mad props.
Yeah.
Mad props. Because if I gathered it right, now I've only heard this song once tonight. This will be the second time. Is that he's talking about artists that have inspired him and made him grow. And people that make him feel like I don't know if he's trying to impress them, but that's my perception.
Or, like, trying to hang
That's
with.
how I'm trying to take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he talks about Jay-Z, and at the end of the song, he talks
he
about
does.
if there's somebody that you appreciate, tell them. And honestly, it inspired me to write a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was something about it. I was like, okay, like, the beat's good, but it's like, there's nothing wrong with the beat. It's just it's not that party song.
No,
And I'm not saying I always have to
no.
look for that party song, but it's not sad, but it's not party. So where does it stand? It stands in the category of listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes hard to listen to as somebody who listens to music is when you're just talking to the people that are listening and go, hey, shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say. Don't listen to the beat, don't listen to this, just vibe with it and listen to what I have to say and take it into consideration. Never passes that wall of a big song.
Yeah.
It's great music in my opinion because I do it, but that's not why it's good, it's because I do it. It's good and I also do it. It's my favorite thing. So when I heard him talking about it, I was like, I appreciate the fuck out of that. That he's shouting out the people that he feels have made him become the person he is. And I liked that. It was heartfelt. I appreciated that.
I never spent too much time with the song. So like I said, I liked it. It was always kind of right there at the end. It is the last song of the album. If I didn't change it, it would just play on and I would just kind of vibe to the beat and just kind of zone out myself.
It seems
I
like that
didn't
kind of
listen to
song
the
you would
song
put
a whole
headphones on and just stare at the ceiling and just be lost in the music itself.
Yeah. And that's what's beautiful about it. That's what's probably like the biggest reason why I like it. Because it's got that nice steady beat and you just kind of ponder. And sometimes that's what music is, man. You
That's
just get
what I got
lost in
into.
itself and you don't even really listen to it. It's that background noise almost, you know?
background noise for me.
I guess maybe background
If I was
noise
listening to
isn't
this
the
with
right-
headphones and staring at the ceiling, it would be background, but it would be getting through.
Yeah,
It's like I'm listening to it, but I'm also thinking about other shit.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah,
So it is background
It's-
noise, but it's not that I'm ignoring it.
Mhm.
It's still there, but I'm not listening
Well,
to what
I
you're
think
saying.
I
I'm
said
just
it-
vibing.
I think I said it on an earlier podcast. It's one of those songs where you start listening to and you start daydreaming off of it.
Yeah.
You throw it on because you really like the song, but as the song's going on, you just like it puts you in a mood and you start thinking about things. And next thing you know, it's changed the song. And you're like, fuck, I didn't even listen to the fucker. So now I have to,
Yeah,
I have
I'm
to
not gonna
change
go
it
back and play it back.
I actually listen to the song because I wanted to listen to it, but sometimes it just takes you off and you zone out and you're, you know,
It does, yeah, for sure.
you
For
just
sure, I felt
don't
that.
even listen to it. Those type of songs are the best. Where you just lose yourself and lose track of time and of everything.
Get into it.
Not when you're driving. Pay attention when you're driving.
Don't listen to Vita.
Don't scratch your CD like that, dude.
Don't scratch your CD like that. Hit that curb.
Yeah. Bam! Woo! Scratch.
Shit, I wasn't paying attention. I was lost in the music, dude.
Problem. Damn it, Kanye.
Damn it. You got me in that soul vibe.
No, man. That's graduation right there. Album means a lot to me.
Kind of wonder why he called it graduation.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about his songs. I mean, yeah, a couple songs could maybe be...
I feel like he...
Could be something in the reference of, like, moving on to the next level, progressing yourself, you know, lifting yourself up.
Okay.
But some of them, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe like Good Life, Stronger definitely could be considered as one. I Wonder. I don't know. I don't know if there's a real story behind it. Kind of like how... Oh, man.
I perceived it as...
Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon, because his was definitely a story.
And I didn't know that until we got into that.
This one, I don't
Listen
know
to
if
that
it's
podcast
necessarily
if
a
you haven't.
story. Yeah, definitely. It's a good one. I don't know if it's necessarily a story. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I feel like Kanye is so poetic in a way that he would make it worth meaning something. And though I don't know, the way I perceived
probably.
graduation was because of that last song, where he talks about meeting some of his idols and stuff like that. He's like, you know what? I've gotten to where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Now it's time to graduate, and then what you said, move on to the next big thing.
Yeah.
How do I get bigger from here? You know, I've gone through the steps and trials and all that. Now I've graduated.
Mm.
I made it.
Mm.
I graduated.
Yeah. I see that.
Where do we go from here?
I see that. I see that.
And I like that. I don't know, that's the way I think of it. And I like that. Beautiful album, though. I'm mad that I haven't listened to it all the way through, honestly.
It's a good one, man.
There's some songs that I'm not a big fan of. But it's a beautiful album, all in all.
What's your least favorite song?
Let me see that.
So, let me...
So what's the song list real quick? I guess I could look at that. I had it on my phone, too.
Well, it's right here.
Boop. Okay.
Faster, dude. Faster than a fucking phone, man. How do you do that?
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, that's one
That's
of
my
my
least
my
favorite.
least favorites. But even then, it's like I can still vibe with the fucking
Yeah,
song.
it's still not
But
a bad
it's
song,
Not,
but it's not my...
it's not one I'm
like
putting
on the list.
on.
Yeah.
If I was going to choose a song from this, I wouldn't put it on. I would definitely... And so,
I'm really mad at
To
us for the
a
last
song?
podcast. I'll let you finish.
to a song that I wouldn't put on, and the first song, so Flashing Lights is my all-time favorite. Like I said, top 3. Probably top 3 favorite songs.
Of all
it
time
would
or just
not-
of Kanye?
Of all time.
Okay.
It would not be the first song I put on because I don't want to ruin it. I try my best not to overplay it, so it definitely would not be the first one. I think the first song I would put on this, probably I Wonder. I really like I Wonder or Everything I Am.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really like those two songs. But then obviously if I listen to those two songs, I have to put on Flashing Lights. I have to. There's no way I can listen to one song from this album and not instantly put on Flashing Lights because it would make me think of it. Instantly. I'm like, oh, so I gotta do that. But it wouldn't be my first pick, just because I don't want to overplay it. But Barry
Yeah.
Bonds, like, it's good, but...
I try and hold off on
Either that
flashing
or
lights
Big
as much as
Brother.
possible because I don't want to ruin the beauty of that song.
Yeah.
Because you can wear a song out. I swear
Oh,
to
you
God.
definitely can on that. And that's the biggest disappointment about music.
It is.
Something hits so hard and so close to you that you just have to listen to it over and over and over. And then it just becomes numb and you know it, and then you ruin it.
That's what's frustrating about me and Eminem.
That's why I have to be careful.
I've done that with Eminem, like all of his songs.
I have to be careful.
So what I was saying is, I'm upset because I don't think. So what I've tried to make a theme at the end of all these podcasts is, what's your favorite song? I don't think we did that with Kid Cudi's last album. I don't think me or you picked a favorite song.
I don't think we've done that with anyone.
Yeah, we have. No, we didn't do it on 3 Days Grace either. No, I said my favorite. I didn't ask you what your favorite was.
Rude.
I know. Fuck you.
How dare you?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
So yeah, I guess, obviously, like I just said.
Your favorite is my favorite.
Flashing Lights, man.
Yeah, it's a great fucking song. That's a good ass song. 5
stars, dude. 2 thumbs up.
Here's a fucking cheers to you, Kanye. I appreciate the fuck out of that song, dude.
Maybe dial it back a little bit nowadays, but hey, live your life.
Maybe dial it back.
You're doing a lot better than me, so I don't know. Maybe I need to wild out and do some shit. Fuck.
It's fair. It's fair. I wish you would kind of go back, in a sense, but I can't ask an artist to do that because it was a different period of your life. And I mean, honestly, if he's making music right now that he loves and it's selling, keep on it. Do what you gotta do.
And honestly, I mean, everybody, I think a lot of people have issues with this for their favorite artists as they kind of progress through life, their music changes, and they're like, oh, dude, this isn't the noise, this isn't them. Well, because it's not. We all change as people. We all grow.
That's the problem I've ran into.
If you're singing the same shit over and over, if you're doing the same thing over and over, are you progressing? Are you living your life to the fullest? Nah, man. Shit changes.
It's true. And Eminem talks about that a lot. I don't mean to always bring it back to Eminem, but I relate to Eminem a lot. And he just, me and him have gone different paths in our lives at this point, and it makes me sad to know, but at the same time,
I like how it's like a breakup.
It is, dude. It is.
A breakup. It's like, yeah, we just
dude,
2 different people now.
I was like, God damn it. Me and Eminem, I was like, God damn it, this motherfucker right here, dude. And now I'm like, all right, it's not my thing. But I haven't got mad at him like, oh, fuck you for blah, blah, blah. But, you know, he's gone back and forth trying to please everybody, and you can't please everybody. Yeah. Do you try to gain more fans and keep relevant, or do you just hold true to that cult following, you know?
Or stay true to yourself, and I think that's the biggest question.
I say stay true to yourself, and if your music ends up flopping, you did your best.
Have it flop, and double down on the bitch, as Kanye is proven. Just double down.
Just double down on it.
Do the fucking thing.
Fucking A. It's a good album, though, dude. I like that.
Yeah.
Glad that I got to share that shit with you.
Glad I could come here and share it with everybody, too. Just a good time, because I've been telling him for a very long time. It's an album that holds a lot of love in my heart, and it was cool to finally fucking bring it out and show you what's up, and tell you my thoughts.
Yeah, because me and you haven't, like, we've only had like small conversations about it, but you always told me, and I always questioned you about it. Like, I don't understand, but
so hopefully it's just kind of revealed a little bit more.
Yeah, it did.
Not trying to change your mind or anything, but just
it definitely did.
Show you why I think this, and maybe you can see the point of view and everything.
No, it did,
and for you guys as well.
Fuck yeah.
And let's get a little bit more that feedback, dude. Let's get some of that audience interaction, dude. Let us know what you guys think about this album. What album to do next?
Oh,
that shit.
Yeah,
that'd be
for sure. I never even thought about that. If you guys have a fucking album that you want us to go over, we will listen to it. I don't know if we'll do it next.
But we'll keep it in mind. I mean,
we'll keep it in mind. What I mean is, like, we'll listen to it for a few weeks. That way we can give you guys an honest review. Now, I listened to this last week, and here's a review, because this isn't reviews.
No,
I ain't trying to
review. No, we're not giving it 5 stars. Should you listen to this, or should you buy it? No, it's just talking about
personally,
music.
This is what we think about it, and if you want to get into it, you can get into it. If not, you don't.
Absolutely.
And so I like, that's the thing that I always tried to draw the line with this podcast when I thought about it, was like, I don't want it to be reviews.
Yeah, it's not like a
I don't want to get into
thing.
Reviews.
Like,
this
is a great album, so you guys should think it's fucking awesome too. No, it's
It's like, I think this is awesome. Yeah. You should like it, but if you don't, it's what it is. But listen to us and hear what we have to say about it and what it means to us and stuff like that. And so it makes it nicer. And but I like that idea of have you guys tell us something to listen to.
If you have your favorite album or even your worst album. So
worst album?
Yeah, even worst album.
That's what I was saying, dude. We should have like a little
we can give it a listen, and if we listen to it and we bring it up, like, nah. We listen to it, shit album. We ain't talking about it. You know?
I appreciate you for listening to our podcast, but fuck your taste in music.
Yeah, you're trash.
No, I like that idea. That's a good idea. Fuck yeah. All right, man. So that's graduation.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Fuck yeah. I feel like we're graduating on to the next podcast.
Yeah.
That was stupid. All right. Appreciate you guys. If you guys like this or whatever, I don't think I ever say this at the end. But subscribe to our podcast and
like
shit.
And subscribe, man.
Yeah,
Support
for sure.
the cause.
If it sucked, fucking put a thumbs down and listen to the next one, see if it's better.
Yo, hit your FYE. If you have some thrift store media place in your town, hit that shit up, dude. Buy a couple CDs every now and then.
For real.
Keep the shit rolling. It's not going to last forever, so
Get it while it's
at
good.
least get your fucking favorites.
For sure.
You know, get some favorites. That's some cool shit to hold on to.
Something different about physical media, man. You feel like it's
it really
personal.
is, man. It really is.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, well, we'll send it off.
Right on. Have a good one, guys.
I don't ever know how to
That
end
one
this
was
shit.
kind of lame.